Morning everyone, myself Dr. Nisha Malik, Assistant Professor from Department of Physiotherapy, RPIT Karnal. Welcome to our YouTube channel which is RPIT Academics. So my topic is today therapeutic exercise or introduction of exercise therapy. So first of all, what is physiotherapeutic exercises? The exercise which is needed for the treatment is called as a therapeutic exercise, which are performed to come out from one alignment or disease. The main goal of therapeutic exercise is preparing or making the patient independent or symptom free movements. So now, type of movements in exercise therapy. First one is active movement. In active movements, it is divided into four types. First one is assisted, second one is free, third is assisted and resisted, and fourth is resisted exercises. So now in another type there is a passive movement. So passive movement is divided into further five types. First one is relaxed passive movement, second passive manual mobilization technique, third mobilization, fourth manipulation, and fifth is stretching. So now indication and goals for range of motion. So what is passive range of motion and its indication? So first of all, indication of passive range of motion. In the region where there is acute inflamed tissue, passive motion is beneficial. Second, inflammation after injury or surgery usually lasts 2 to 6 days. When a patient is not able to or not supposed to actively move a segment of the body, as when comatose, paralyzed, or complete bed rest, movement is provided by an external source. So now passive range of motion, and now passive goals of passive range of motion: maintain joint and connective tissue mobility, minimize the effect of formation of contractures, maintain mechanical elasticity of the muscle, assist circulation and vascular dynamics, enhance synovial movement for cartilage nutrition and diffusion of material in the joint, decrease or inhibit pain, assist with the healing process after injury or surgery to maintain the patient awareness of movement. The other uses for passive range of motion: when a therapist is examining inert structures, passive range of motion is used to determine limitations of motion, to determine joint stability, and to determine muscle and other soft tissue elasticity. When a therapist is teaching an active exercise program, passive range of motion is used to demonstrate and desired motion. When a therapist is preparing a patient for stretching, passive range of motion is often used, preceding the passive stretching and techniques.